Recording.
Meeting is being recorded.
The key influencer visual is this one was released by February 2019, release of Power BI Desktop. Okay, it is an out-of-the-box visual because it is powered by artificial intelligence. So with features like natural language, we have discussed about the Q&A, right? I demonstrated the Q&A features, and we have something called Quick Insights. With the features like these two, Microsoft has incorporated the AI capabilities into Power BI. Okay, those two things. With this new visual, now as a data analyst or developers, you can have a control over how to use the artificial intelligence to discover insights from your data. So the key influence is essentially a collection of visuals. Okay, all in a box, single box is something like that. Okay. So this key influencer is fully interactive, so that you can manipulate the results with the filter, slicer, or selection of other visuals. Okay. And now the question is, what exactly key influencer visual? Everything is fine. It is powered by artificial intelligence. Now the analyst can perform data analysis with AI capabilities. Fine. What exactly this one does? So with the help of the key influencer visual, you can find out what factors influence your target outcome variable. Okay, the simple example is I'll ask you this question. If I ask you something like housing price, let's say you have the housing price. What factors influences the housing price? What are the factors? Can all of you please type it in the chat window? What factors that influence the housing price? What factors influence the housing price? Yes. Rashmi typed location. Yeah, Priya typed square feet. Yes, correct. The square feet. For example, you own a house, right? So you are owning a house. Your house is located in the heart of the city, and you are expecting. You said to 3-bedroom house. You're expecting 3 crore. Okay, but it is a 3-bedroom flat. But what is the square feet? Some people, even with the 1,200 square feet, they'll construct 3-bedroom. Okay, and if it is, again, the square feet also matters. The area, square feet, the size of the house, and next one is the area, location, and age of the house. Okay, it is in the heart of the city, but the house is very too old, 30-year-old or 20-year-old. Okay, there is a depreciation. Similarly, what are the other factors which drives the housing price? The age and area and square feet and yeah, so these are the important factors, right? These are the important factors which drives your housing price. Okay, and again, there are some people, they say gated community. Look at the gated communities. This is a gated community. Pool is available, swimming pool, and other amenities like any auditorium, any gymnasium. Everything is available. Then the housing price will also be more. The maintenance fee is more. The housing price will also be more. Okay, and in this case, the housing price is influenced by various factors. If you want to perform any analytics to understand what influences the outcome, this is housing price, a numeric variable, numeric column. Let's say I have something a categorical column, something like rating, appraisal rating is a categorical column. Okay, outstanding, very good, meeting expectations, needs improvement. We have different categories, multiple categories. In the case of binary categorical variable, you have something called yes or no. Yes or no. Okay. The customer is going to churn. Churn means, or the customer is going to leave my business. So yes or no. Yes is, yeah, this customer is going to leave my business. This customer is not going to leave my business because he's purchasing it more frequently. And whereas this guy was purchasing more frequently in the past, but now for the last 6 months, he stopped purchasing from us. He churned already, okay? And what factors, made the customer to walk out of my business? Okay, we wanted to understand. So we have something called, the customer type. Customer type column is that this is a categorical variable, but it is a binary categorical variable. It means this column will have only two classes in it. For some customers are repeat customers. Some customers are one-time purchaser. Customer A is a repeat customer. Customer B is a one-time, and customer C is this guy is also a repeat customer. But there are some customers, when you look at the data set, you can see that they are one-time purchaser. There are customers, we can see that they are repeat customers. So is there any way, if I can find out what factors drives the customers to walk out of my business? Like a one-time customer, they came and purchased 2 months back, but now, so after that, they did not even come back to my shop. So what could be the factors why these customers are not? Is there any way we can make a prediction? Okay, is there any way we can make a prediction? The key influencers visual, it uses something called logistic regression. There is an algorithm called logistic regression in machine learning. With the help of logistic regression, you can predict the target outcome, like the customer type, okay, repeat or not. You can predict which all customers are more likely to repeat, more likely to one-time customer. So whether the customer is going to be, if any new customer comes to your shop, is there any way you can, and also with the help of the prediction is logistic regression is doing it. And here under this is right, in the case of influencer visual, it helps us to understand what factors drives my customers or motivate my customers to visit my shop more frequently to buy products. What factors made my customers to walk out? So he purchased once, but he did not come back. Once you understand the factors, you can probably take a corrective action or to make sure that you try to make all your customers as a repeat customers, if you understand the factors. This is one of the examples. You can use the key influencer visual for various use cases. This is one of the examples. I'm going to use it in this one. So in this topic now. So key visual, the key influencer visual helps us to identify the factors that affect the metric. What is the metric? In this case, housing price. In this case, what is this one? The customer type. The target outcome variable is a categorical variable. The repeat or one time, right? What factors affect the target outcome variable, or what factors that affects my metric, you can say. And also it helps us to contrast the relative importance of these factors. Okay, these are the factors. For example, square feet, area, age, age of the house, and other factors that influence the housing price. Of these factors, which factors are highly important? Highly important. Okay. So is it something like a pool? Do you have the pool, the gated community, or do you have security facility, or do you have everything is available? That is also matters a lot. But of all this, which one is which one is helpful in terms of determining the housing price? The important factor is square feet. It's a simple common sense. And the area also matters a lot. And age of the house. These are the three important factors. Obviously, security will be there everywhere, but security is a very common thing. Okay, all the apartments, if you go in the case of apartment, okay, wherever you go, the securities are there. That is there. But importantly, the square feet area, the size of the house also matters a lot. Security, everything, pool, everything is available. At the end of the day, even for the 2-bedroom, if it costs 3 crores, would you prefer it? Or if you look at another gated community, 3,000 square feet, but even that gated community also is available in the heart of the city, obviously, customers will give first preference to square feet because the family size is big. And also, this is one of the important factors. For such a small space, why should I pay more? Okay, and also, it is not convenient for us. So, of all these factors, which factors are important? That we can analyze it with the help of the key influencer visuals. So, but there are some limitations with the key influencer visuals since the Microsoft they introduced this key influencer visual feature by 2019, but still they are making a lot of improvements to uh, to accommodate the various features. But the limitations as of now, you cannot use key influencer visual in direct query mode, and live connection mode it is not supported, and role level security. When you enable role level security in that kind of situation, this will not work. And metrics that are aggregate or measures are being used. You cannot use a measure to analyze it. Okay, so these are the limitations when it comes to key influencer visual. Okay, now what I will do is I'll directly head over to my Power BI desktop and I will see how we can. Okay, this is the one I already used it. So look here, I have a slicer here. And in this slicer, if you see here on the right side, the country name, I have used the country name in this slicer. And it is a relative resizable slicer because if you go to the format pane, here you can see that horizontal. Okay, it is horizontal, and then the selection is off. Okay, fine. This is my horizontal slicer. Okay, now what I will do is I will click on the key influencer visual that is available out here. This is what you were sorry. This is what your key influencer visual. Okay, if I click on this, it will get dropped here. This is how the key influencer visual will appear once I populate the data. Here, what I will do is I just go and type the column name. So customer type. Look here, we have so many customer type is available here. I just drop this into analyze. How many of you remember the decomposition tree? In the case of decomposition tree, there are two columns or sections were available, analyze and explain by. So what we want to analyze that you need to drop it here. In this case, it is a categorical, binary categorical variable. This column have only two values in it. One is the repeat customer, other one is one-time customer. Okay. And then here they explain by, you can drag and drop as many categorical variable as possible. And here what I will do is I'll just second. Here I just drop the occupation job. So there are various reasons that customer may not come back to your shop. Maybe the customer is currently not working. After he visited your shop, he might have lost his job. Something like, let me do one thing. Okay, customer type and explain by you have something called occupation. I just say occupation. Let me see. Yeah, I'm going to click on the occupation. Now explain the customer type, whether the customer is a repeat customer or one-time customer based on the education or job, right? Occupation. And then the marital status, demographic details. In the data scientists, they use this term. Okay, the demographic details like the marital status. And what I will do is I just say marital status. I'm going to click on this. And also you can see the gender here. Whether males or one-time customer or repeat customer or female, to see that you can see. But again, education also matters, whether the educated people or not. And age, does age has any influence? If you see the puja items, they sell it in the shop. If you see the teenagers and the youngsters, they don't go there, right? So obviously they go to some entertainment shop where they can buy some audio, video related stuff, electronics items. And here the children, let me just see children, number of children. I just select this one. Yes, we are done with this. In this key influencer, this is your key influencer visual. And if you see here, one-time customer here, right? The target customer type, you can see it. I just want to click on the drop down. I'm going to select the repeat customer now and let it analyze and tell me what factors that drives the customers to be repeat customers. You can see that number of children at home is more than 4. So the likelihood of customer type being repeat customers by number of children at home is more than 4. Obviously, more number of people, kids are there in the family, they'll be visiting it more frequently. So age is 56 or less. Look here, people less than 56 or 56, they are more likely to repeat, be a repeat customer. And education is bachelor's. When you select these factors, you can see these are the factors. When you go down, you can see that the likelihood is getting reduced. What is likelihood? Likelihood is kind of your probability. Probability value ranges between 0 and 1. Any value closer to 1, the higher the probability the customer will become a repeat customer. So for example, if this is the one as the higher likelihood. So higher the likelihood value tells us the chances are high that the customers with this background will be your frequent customers or the repeat customers. Okay, and age is 56 or less, you can see. So these are the factors, but as you go down here, gender is female. When you select this one, the customer type, this customer type more likely to repeat when gender is female than otherwise on an average. Okay, more likely to repeat. And if you see here, if you keep the cursor over here, the customers, the female, the 37% chances. There is a 30% chances that female gender, right? Female, they are repeat customer. And if you select the one-time customer here, age is more than, age is another factor. Okay, since they are too old, they can't visit your shop frequently. Maybe you visited your shop, after that you would have died, or you became very sick, bedridden, something like that. Okay, so likelihood the customer has more likely of time when age is more than 72 than otherwise. And if you see here, more than 72 compared to all the other age group, you can see that people above 72, there is a 76% chance that they will not be your repeat customer. And education is partial high school. Okay, the maybe the people are not well educated, right? So they are not well educated, hence they are not visiting my shop. A number of children at home, 0 or 1. So those have 0 or 1, they are not, as per this data set, they are not more likely to visit your shop frequently. And age is 56 to 72. So what is the likelihood? 56 to 72, if you see here, there is a 66% chance and 76% chance, and here 60% chance, 56 or less, or one time. So compared to this age group, this bucket, age bucket, 56 to 72, 72 and above, the likelihood, the chances are very less, which means that there is a 76% chance they will be your one-time customers. They cannot be your repeat customer. Likewise, you can, select the customer type, and you can, with that, you can understand with this single visual itself, what factors um, that that what is that so what factors that inhibit, or what factors that is not influencing the customers to become a repeat customer. Obviously, the age, right? So they cannot come very frequently. Occupation is manual job. Education is high school. Gender is male. And if you click on gender here, you can see that female is 62%, male is 63%. Okay, average including the customer type more people. So one time gender is male than otherwise. Okay, there is a 62%, 63% chance the males are one-time customer. And here it is not taking into account of the marital status. I just dropped this one here. And okay, but it determines automatically. Okay, according to this one, it is not showing the marital status here. Education is partial, occupation, education. Okay, it is not showing the marital status. Okay. Fine, I just select the repeat customer now. So people having more number of kids, they are the one having the higher possibility. So there is a 50% chances people have more kids they visit, and people have zero kids, no kids. There is a 37% they can become a repeat customer. Okay, but the number of those have more number of kids, the chances of becoming a repeat customers are very high. And you can see various factors, number of children at home, age is 56 or less, education is bachelor's, you can see various factors. Of these factors, you can see that the important factors are like up to this one. Obviously, the occupation, salary matters a lot. Right? The salary is determined based on the occupation. If the well-educated person, if you see the doctor and above, right? So their income is more. Those people have higher income, the chances of that they can become a repeat customer. They can come and buy more frequently. First of all, if they don't have money, if they are not into any job, how they can go and purchase it, right? So with that, you can analyze all the things, okay? And next one is the top segments tab. There are two tabs. One is the key influence, the other one is top segments. When you click on this, so it gives us the variety of visuals here, okay, different visuals. So you can see the various segments here. And each segment consists of various things here. When I click on 57.1, number of children at home is greater than 4. So there is a 56% or 57%, sorry, okay, segment. So the segment 1 contains 967 data points. How many number of data points, how many customers are, having more than 4 kids in their family. Okay, and again, if you click on this one, education is bachelor's, and it gives us these things. These are the factors, and the factors and the corresponding likelihood also it shows here. And here the 46% age is less than or equal to 56, and number of children, occupation not skilled manual. Yeah, these are the factors. In segment 3, in each segment. So 1 second, I just go back here. And it gives me the segment wise. In each segment will have the combination of more than one factors. So here you can see that how many in each segment, how many number of customers are there. And each segment, what are the chances that they can become a repeat customers. Okay, and here this is the one, this segment shows 57%. The higher the chances, people with this more than 4 kids, they are more likely to be a repeat customer. And 56.8, when you click on this one with this comment, educated people, at least the bad degree holders, and those have less than or equal to 4. And the occupation is professional. This is, if you round it up, it comes around 57. So more or less these two are seen. Okay, knowing these factors, what am I going to do? What will you do? Tell me what you will do. So now key influencer helped you to understand what factors, the importance of the factors, the percentage, 57%, 56.8%. With that, you can understand which segment of customers are more likely to be a repeat customer. So what are you going to do with this one? After saying this, what action that you are going to take? And if you see here, when I close in segment 2, we can see that the more number of customers, 1,709. So here you have close to 1,000, but here you have 1,800 customers are almost compared to all the other segment. In this segment, more number of customers are there, and the possibility or the chances are that high that these customers are repeat customers. So in this case, what we can do is you can go and take a look at of these 1,709 customers and see if you can come up with any special offer, or you can send some customized brochures, okay, for these type of customers. Those customers, at least the graduate and above, and they have 4 or less than 4 kids, and the occupation is professional. For those kind of customers, if you target them by sending the brochure or making a cold call, it makes sense. So you can target the right set of the customer, right set of customers. It depends on your budget. I cannot see in this segment. I can see that more number of customers are there, and the chances also very high that they are going to be repeat customers. But for the repeat customers, if you try to give more the customized offers, and if you send the offer related to the products which they prefer it, buy it more frequently, obviously they will continuously become your repeat customer. They come again and again, and they're going to purchase more. Very interesting, isn't it? And again, with the help of Slicer, what you can do is you can slice it. Australia. I just clicked on Australia. Now it is running analysis in Australia. And it is, we can see that a very interesting insight here. Okay. And here you can see that the segments are, the 80 to 80 or 88.6% chances the customer is going to be a repeat customer. In the case of Australia, the segment 1, right? So all the segments are belong to Australia. But here you can see in the case of Australia, I just click on this one. We will see what factors. Age is less than or equal to, less than or equal to 0. Equal to 0 or less than or equal to, we cannot say negative kids, right? We say equal to 0. And with this combination, we can see that close to 89% of the customers are more likely to be repeat customers. This is the insight we are able to gain it. Creating the charts and reports is not the be all and end all kind of thing, right? So once you create the reports and visuals, you need to come up with insights. You need to tell your management. So nobody is familiar with key influencer visual, the business people. Even if you see the data analysts, those work with the conventional reporting tool, they may not be aware of this one. You need to help the business people to understand what factors really drives the customers to be a repeat customer. How do you retain the repeat customers? And also the other task is how do you make your one-time customers to become a repeat customers? You can come up with some strategies. Okay, based on their salary. They are educated people. If the salary is more, and if the number of kids are less than 4 or so, they are more likely to purchase. See, more the kids they have, obviously they spend, the salary is, even though the salary is good, the spend is less because they cannot afford to spend more, because already they would have invested more money on the kids' education. 4 kids are already studying in 4 different schools. Already they spend money in giving education to 4 kids. How come they come and that is what it shows. The number of children at home is less than, or those do not have kids, they are more likely to visit your shop, and at the same time, the age is less than or equal to 62. And education is high school. This is somewhat weird. Okay, and okay. And next one is 86.1%. Education is not bad, not partial. Number of children is less than or equal to 0. And if you see here, all the things you can see partial education. gender is female, okay, age is less than or equal to 62, education is bachelor. So different segments it gives us. In each segment, you need to determine which segment that you want to target. Okay, so for example, here also 86%, and but here if you see the number of customers are 268, but here the 86, the more the chance, here the more the chances. So obviously you will go by this one. Age is less than or equal to 62, education is high school, and number of, so those do not have kids, and if their age is less than 62, you can probably target them. So they can become your repeat customers. So on the one hand, retaining the existing customers is one of the important aspect. Okay, retaining the existing customers much cheaper than onboarding new customers. So you know very well Flipkart, right? So they say if you buy on a specific day, the pen drive costs just 1 rupee. Okay, so they spend a lot of money in onboarding new customers. In that case, you know, at least few customers randomly they sell it off. They are okay to lose money. End of that, they want more customers. The onboarding cost is very, very high there. If you sell, even if you sell a cheap brand of the pen drive, they say 200 rupees, 300. If you buy it in the market in wholesale, if you sell it at the cost of 1 rupee, you're going to lose close to 200 rupees or 300 rupees per customer. They are okay because they want more customers to visit their site. They want to buy them. Okay. So the onboarding cost is very high than retaining the existing customers. If you lose your existing customer, right, what is going to happen? That is the biggest problem. So in this case of key influencer visual, in this case study, we are able to understand what factors, with the help of the key influencer, we can understand, the customers to drive repeat customers. What factors drives the customers or one-time purchases? You need to take the call. If the customer is one time, that doesn't mean you can target all the one-time customers by giving special offers, by sending the brochure and all. Okay, to send a brochure to one customer, let's say it costs $1. Your customer base is 1 million. So can you send a brochure which costs $1 to 1 million customer? You will have to spend $1 million. You are a marketing manager. You want to be smart. You don't want to send the brochure to all the customers. You want to send the brochure to the customers who are more likely to purchase from your shop. So in that case, these kind of segments, top segments can help. So these customers more chances that they can come and buy it. 264 customers. It depends on your what to. Let's say if the brochure cost is $1, sending 264 customers, it costs just you only the $264. Right? So because these customers are more likely to buy. Even these customers are good, right? I'm going to say these customers, so no matter what you send, what offer you give, they will not buy it. The chances are less, or they will not visit your shop frequently. Maybe they are working professional, they cannot visit more frequently or something else. So there are various factors. With this, you can optimize your marketing spend. Hope you understood what is a key influencer visual, and it is powered by artificial intelligence. With this, how we can identify the factors that are having an influence on the target outcome variable, and also it helps us to understand which factors are more important. Okay, fine. So next, what we will do is